Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex a day trade setups for today. So, starting off with Euro USD as usual, and we're pretty much stuck in this range still. We did get a selling opportunity off some structure yesterday, but that fizzled out very quickly. I think to me this is just testing this trend line right now, and it's been a weekly trend line which has been going on for quite some time. So I would expect either another rejection here or a breakthrough, one of the two. So basically, we do have CPI data coming out today, so I suspect we're probably going to continue sideways until that happens. If it comes out flat, wouldn't be much move, but if it comes out better than expected, then I would expect this thing basically to rally. Uh, if it's worse than expected, then we're going to see a fall. But as you'll see on the hour, you can see we are sideways. There's no real structure. You can see there was kind of an attempt to structure the top, and then you had a buying opportunity lower down as well, but nothing concrete. So for me, Euro USD is a sit on hands. I'm not interested in this. We've got quite a bit of data and the Fed's on Wednesday, so it's probably safer just to stay out of it. Moving on to US dollar Japanese yen, pretty much a similar kind of situation. Let's start off on the hour. You can see we looking like this area has been rejected at 137.710, and if it does get rejected properly and we stay in this downtrend, then we should see this move, and then what we should see is a euro climb against the dollar. So at the moment, we do have a little bit of a trend line here, which was a fairly strong trend line, which has been broken. So jury's out here. It could come back and test and then rally up, or it could just reject this and start sort of a new trend line like that. If we get down to the hour, you'll see double top formation looking like it's starting to form. I'm not going to try second guess this. We are above the moving averages at the moment, and yesterday as we came up we formed a flag and then broke. That measured move is done, so that's 1,500 points, 1,000, 1,200 points. So my book said it's done. So move up, flag, second move up. This is top of range. I'd expect it to probably come back and hold, but yeah, it's kind of a difficult one. If we do reject this area here at 137.400, then you're probably going to come back to look for structure, and obviously the bulls, the dollar bulls, are looking to get this thing going, continue going in the direction it has been going pretty much for 2 years. It's been slowly increasing and then a massive increase. There's been a deep pullback, but at the same time, you can pretty much bet your bottom dollar that the bears think they've got a sniff of something going on here, and you probably see it on a monthly massive grouping of the oscillators, and then a massive engulfing monthly bar from last month. So, and we're far from moving averages. So I'm a little bit skeptical about chasing longs at the moment. So this is also a sit on hands. I think we'll wait for the data before we jump into this one. Moving on to British pound Japanese yen. Pretty much our measured move was done. So we had a flag set up yesterday and looking for a move up, and basically this was our structure to the upside. Let's get it right. There it is there, and that's pretty much done. So I don't think there's another opportunity to the upside here. You can see here, move up, flag, came sort of a break of the flag, pull back to come onto the structure. You can see fairly decent structure here. If I drop to the 15-minute, you'll see it even clearer. Nice big juicy pin bar. And I said to you, so when the video has been done, I said this is already looking like an entry here. But as usual, at the open, it tends to come back to the area, and then the buyer stepped in. So that would have been an entry just up there. 440 point stop loss for 1,246 points. So I think that move is done at the moment. The next move I would see would be a pullback onto structure, and it would be something like that. But just looking at the hour, we are really oversold at the moment, and you can see every time we get to this level we tend to sell off. So I'd be a little bit reluctant to chase something on this at the moment. I suspect we're probably going to go sideways. It's going to be data driven. There's a lot of data coming out today, well actually this week, so I suspect that's what's going to happen here. So sit on hands for me as well. I think yesterday was a good enough move. Then lastly, Euro British Pound. We had this flag. We're looking for a retest of structure higher up. Didn't really materialize, but we're getting some selling up there. So you can see there's some selling. So moving average just crossed over. To me, this is more than likely enough confirmation. You can see that was the area that we were targeting, but extremely volatile. 121 point rejection tails there. So I suspect that is still the area we need to pay attention to. We did get a little bit of close here, but I suspect that, or what you're going to be doing is just drop down to the 15 minutes and look for 15-minute structure. So that would be the closest bit of structure. Don't like the way this is playing out. So for me, best way to play this is London breakout strategy. So whatever this the bottom of the first 8 1-hour candles is, that's your range. Drop below that on the 15-minute. That's your signal, somewhere around here. And we'll stop above there. So you should end up with a 100-point stop loss for at least a 100-point gain. But if we look at this on the hour, this is still a fairly solid flag. So I'm still sort of, if we break through this area that we're rejecting now, I'm still looking at something down to here. Okay, but we have been looking for that for quite some time. So anything's possible, but trend is down at the moment, flag. So I would expect, and this is the measured move here, at 085157. So that's kind of the view that I've got here. Probably the only pair that I'll be looking at today is Euro British Pound. Looking for a pullback onto structure and a decent rejection before moving down with the trend here. Anticipating a drop below the low of yesterday and below the low of the day before, which is going to be tough before getting down to 085157. So the way you're going to play this is you're going to take profit at this low, it'll come up, reject another entry, profit at this low, it'll come up, reject next entry, and then look for the break. Okay, anyway, that's it for me. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.